Royal Night, Royal Night, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, it's time for the Royal Night arc. I don't know, I don't know. Couldn't tell you what I just did because I don't even know myself. Uh, but hello, it is me, We Anime or Anime We. I'm also go by We Anime. It legit is my channel. Um, and most of my, uh, actually all of my social media accounts is called We Anime. So yeah. So yeah, don't know what to say after that. But today we're going over the Royal Knights arc, where it's pretty self-explanatory, honestly. Uh, Royal Knights. It's the 3v3, v3, v3, v. It's the 3v fights and everything like that. I'm not going to be changing up the teams. I'll warn you now. Not going to change teams. It's still going to be the same teams for everyone. Not going to change them. I don't think that has changed much, honestly. There's nothing much to change. I mean, there's going to be a lot to change. But anyways, let me get a drink of water because it's hot out here. I mean, it pretty self-explanatory. Then we can start this. Okay, cool. I know not like very much to say. I mean, I guess I could reveal something. I do have two ideas for my next what ifs. I know one for sure. Like my next Asta what if is what if Asta had demon soul magic? If you don't know what demon soul magic is or devil soul magic, I believe it's actually just called demon soul magic. Uh, it is hold on. It is Mirror Jane's magic, and yes, he will. Well, Asta, Astral is Astral, but I'm gonna probably mix it up and say Asta. But I do want to state this clear when we get to that what if. I do mean to say Astral. Uh, that will be their Asta's name. Okay. If you have more ideas on uh like either Naruto or Deku what ifs, please put them down in the comments. Okay. I'd be greatly appreciative because I do need help finding ideas. I do have ideas. Uh, I just really want to hear your all's opinions on those ideas, and uh, just want to hear your ideas too. Here's two ideas I have currently for Deku and Naruto, like the next what ifs of mine. The next three. Well, not next three what ifs, but you know what I'm doing. I do like three what ifs a week. Whatever. For Deku, it's solo leveling. What if Deku had was the Shadow Monarch, or was Sunjinu's what reincarnation? Or here's another one. What if Deku was Red Hood slash Daredevil? I don't know that's three ideas. If you like Daredevil idea, put Daredevil. Okay. Uh, and for Naruto, I have three ideas. Well, one is a repeat, but what if he was Sunjin Woo's reincarnation? Uh, or had a player system, or whatever else we could call it. Uh, and then it was, what if Naruto had some type of elemental, like either light or dark, uh, Kekkei Genkai release. And then there was, what if Naruto was an Uchiha, just plain and simple. Uh, probably will still use uh like my own creation of jutsus here and there, right? I mean, given I'll have to name attacks because they'll have name attacks, right? So, yeah. If you like any of those ideas and have more ideas, please put them down in the comments. And also, background noise. I'm surrounded by cows, so you might hear, and sheep, by the way. So if you hear background noise, that's the reason why. But anyways, let me get a drink of water and then we can get into this. Anyways, last time we went into the forest of witches. I thought it was clever. Under the sea and then into the forest. Uh, Boo. Anyways, sorry, got distracted. Last time we went over the Witch's Forest arc, and if you want to watch that episode, go back. Just go on my channel. It's there somewhere, right? It's somewhere. I can tell you that much. You can always find my stuff on my channel. Uh, let's see what else is there. Uh, I mean, Star Festival. Black Bulls are in second place, right? Just behind the Golden Dawn. Uh, right? Like in canon, by this point, they were in like second place. Yeah. Right. I need to rewatch that episode of the start. I'm going to. Like after this, I'm gonna rewatch that episode. Just because of it. It's a cool episode. The Star Festival is a very cool episode. Just because of one scene where Asta goes flying and like, well, if you've seen Black Clover, you would know the like scene I'm talking about. But if you haven't, I recommend you go check it out. It's a very great anime slash manga. Wait a second. If you haven't, why would they be? Why would you be here if you haven't seen Black Clover? Is my question. Purely my question. What? Why would you be here? It would be like someone going to a like a Comic Con, but they're like they don't like, or like an anime con, but they don't watch anime. I mean, that's basically any parent that takes their like child, not child, like like their child to one of these cons and just walks around with them. That's basically what it would be like. I mean, unless you're just going there like, oh, I'm gonna get into anime. I would not recommend starting with a con, by the way. Now, given personally, I haven't been to a con, but that seems like a bad start to go to a con when you just like starting like to get into anime. Seems like a very bad idea, personally. Just like a personally bad thing to do. But anyways, before my earbud dies and ruins this video, uh, let's just get into it so that I can shut up. Right. Anyways, hi, how are you? Uh, I'm just on time skip until we get there. Like, I'm not gonna go over the Star Festival. Don't want to. Uh, okay. I'm just not gonna. So, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna time skip. They already know their teams. I'm gonna just time skip into the first fight for Asta, right? Asta would say, So, what's your deal? What's your magic? Mine? Oh, mine is Ash magic. And leave me alone personally. Well, aren't you a happy duck? I'll deal with myself. You two just stay here or something. Hey! You're just gonna leave us here? Yeah. Yeah, I am. Okay. I'm gonna take a nap then. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry, I've been stuffed up recently because of my allergies, and it's spring, and it's terrible in spring. Okay, like spring for me is trash because of my allergies, and then summer like dulls out a little bit, and then fall kind of acts up again, and then winter, eh, doesn't really happen. I'm just cold in winter, so I stutter a little bit. Anyways, so Asta would leave him there, get on his metal broom. Sorry about the background noise if you hear that. I'll try to tone it down as much as I can. That's a bird. Why does a bird sound like that? Why do you sound like that? Weird song. Clearly you're not a songbird. Sounds like I'm breathing. Sorry for going quiet. Um, so Austin would get on his broom, metal like broom that he turns into his sword. Basically, not really a broom. He doesn't use a broom. He just uses a metal like handle for his sword. So he would hop on that and get going, flying through the air, just waiting to see his opponents. And he does. And they're firing something at his team. And he would say, "Oh, no, you don't." And he would jump down, grabbing his blade, well, his handle to his blade. And he would make his blade. And he would say, "Magnet magic, electric cloak, great divider." And then the five prongs would fly out into in a circle type deal, and electric, well, you can see like magic flowing through them as this thing fires. This the circle would catch it and then send it back. It's like a net with like the electric would make a net. Don't question it. Oh, also here's another idea. What if Deku had like a was Naofumi's reincarnation? Rising the Shield Hero for people who don't know. That's another idea. I don't know how I would make it work in Naruto. Like maybe like a shield release. That actually doesn't sound that bad. What if he had like shield release? That would probably be how I would work it in there, and I just use like Naofumi's shields, or I can make my own techniques. That's another idea. Oh god, why do I keep on having good ideas? I don't know. You all rate them if they're good. It's fully on you. And if I don't see much comments, I'm just gonna make a wheel and make it into like a short, okay, or like a video. One of the things. I'll post it. Okay, I'll probably post it soon. Enough soonish, like after this video's up. Uh, And if I get comments about ideas for Naruto and Deku what ifs, then that's what I'm looking for. But you can put down any what if idea you want. Anyways, after it would get launched back, it would hit them, not like the crystal. Asta would, well, falling down still. Actually, no, he probably just would just float on his sword. He would go down and he would say, you know what? I thought you all were decent until I learned that you all were trash. But, eh. And he'd just destroy the crystal, his team wins. Very, very quick. I'm just gonna skip to his next fight, versus Magnus team. Asta would say, huh, well, ain't this interesting? Wait a second. I want to see what these guys can do. So, you two got any ideas? Looking at Mimosa and Zerx, the person he would know as Zerx, uh, even though he has a small inclination that his name isn't actually Zerx. Uh, so what he would do is he would let Zerx and Mimosa make the plan, or control him around, tell him what to do. And well, Zerx would say, "Couldn't you just go take him out yourself?" And Asta would say, "Oh yeah, I can. I mean, I probably could. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna guarantee anything, but I probably could." Then do it. Just do it. We don't gotta deal with this. You keep in the stupid thing. I get to show people that they're weak. Very, very simple stuff. You know what? I got a better idea for you. I'm so sorry that I know you could hear that, and it absolutely sucks. I hate when these things die. Anyways, Zerx would say, "You go find the thing and her brother. I go find your friend, show him. Actually, no, I want the royal. So I go take care of the royal. Okay, you get the other two. Fine. Okay, Mimosa, I will be back." And then he would go. Finding Saul quite easy, given the fact that she's walking on a giant like creation of hers, and seeing uh Magna running around, Asta wouldn't have to think. And he made his choice obvious. He's gonna go after Magna. And what he would do is he would say, "Magnet magic, magnet magic, Iron Maiden." And then the Iron Maiden would appear in front of Magna, closing in on him. Magna would try to melt his way out, but yet he doesn't have enough firepower. I'm given he probably could after a while, but not enough. Because what Asta would do next is Magnet Magic, Punk Vice. On Soul, by the way, he's not gonna take out his friend. He would Punk Vice. The hooves would come around, just crushing or trying to, but the guard Earth Guardian is holding still, holding its ground, not being crushed yet. And then Asta would say, "Magnet Magic, Gold Chain." Gold Chain would come around, wrapping uh, the Guardian's armor, not armor, the Earth Guardian's, whatever the thing is called, like wrapping it up and trying to tighten its arm down so it will be crushed. Uh, Soul would have to move, given the circumstances, just have to hop out the way. So, yeah, it would be crushed. I know what you're saying. Why are you going so quick? Because I need my video under 30 minutes. Okay? And the less editing I have to do, the better. Honestly, because I'm trash at editing, okay? I hate editing. I mean, I do a little bit, okay? I do enough, but I hate it. I despise it. If you make content, you will get my reason, okay? You will get it in a matter of seconds when you start editing. I've only edited a little bit, okay? And I despise it. It's impossible to do with terrible internet, so I have to do it outside most of the time, where I record at, by the way. It sucks, okay? It just sucks. Anyways, Asta's team would win once again, unsurprisingly, right? Not very surprising. Uh, Now, here's the thing. The longer situation, or the Fenrir longer situation, does still happen, and they do still get in the. Well, Asta does still. See, unlike Canon, Julius does. I know, quickest time. But Asta, he. I know what I'm going. But what I'm trying to get at is Asta would have already started fighting, okay? In this one, he's already gonna start fighting Longris, okay? So Asta would start out making his sword and just running up to Longris immediately. Just as fast as he can and slicing at him. Longris would move out of the way. Asta would keep on slicing at him, using the Great Divider too, to send out the 5 prongs of his sword out. Longers would have a tough time just dodging the swings, right? Asta eventually would use uh, Silver Vector. Longers would use his magic to destroy the silver like fence barbs. Sorry. Ugh. I have choking on water. Anyways, and this would go on for a little bit. Just Silver Vector and his magic just going at each other. Uh, People were more worried. Well, they wanted to stop this fight, and some did try to. Uh, but the Black Bulls weren't one of the few. The others would try to stop it. It wouldn't well. It wouldn't go well for them. Uh, right. But anyways, that's fine. Uh, right. Anyways, Asta would use damned punk. He would, well, I'll go into it. So right now they're arguing. They're just mouthing each other, like telling, like just uh no that no dissing each other right now, right? And so eventually Asta would get pissed off, right? And he would say, "You know what? How about I nearly kill you? Or better yet, I do. Magic. Damned puh. He would nearly, if he would finish that sentence, Longus would be no more. But luckily, he wasn't able to because of Julius. I know what you're saying. Time magic. I know, but I don't care. I wanted Longus to know that Asta, I'm not playing around here, right? So, after that, things would go on. Keeping those two in bubbles, the time, like, the time stasis chambers, uh, keeping them in there, they would let the fights go on and go on till eventually it would be time for these two. The winner automatically going to final to face Yuno's team, right? So, this is what would happen. They would both let him out on one side, and Asta would say, I don't care. I'm gonna get my hands on him. He does not hurt. My probably best friend, honestly. Okay, I'm not proud to admit it, but yeah, that guy was probably my best friend besides Yami. Okay, well, in the Black Bulls, that is. My actual best friend, Maradona, but she's not here. She's also scary, very scary. And then Flagolion is also a best friend of mine. The opponent, meh, sort of. But the main two friends I've had are not here, so and plus you got William, people, the captain, except for Hammy. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Oh, I can make his path easier. I am so sorry. I should probably just disconnect him, which I. But then the audio, the audio is gonna be trash. Risking it, risking it. I know you can hear me still, but I'm gonna risk it right here, uh, audio wise, because audio might be bad. Honestly, I don't know yet. It could be bad, honestly. I hope not. I hope you can hear me fine. Maybe a little echoey because my phone has a weird case. And you can most likely hear everything I hear. Now, I will warn you. A lot of sheep. Okay? Just looking for their lambs. Okay? The lambs are okay. Unless they've been stolen. But anyways. Hopefully this will be fine enough. Maybe I can actually hold on. Let's see if I can connect this one. Since the other one, please. Let's go. Let's go. Haha. Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what earbuds I have, they're the Dime XT2 Skull Candy. Great earbuds, by the way. Great earbuds. They're wonderful. Uh, they're wonderful. I recommend them to everyone that's watching this. $25 at Walmart too. Great. They're very great. And Skull Candy is great. Hey, if you want to sponsor me, please. I should probably put my business email somewhere. Probably in my bio. Uh, Probably should. Probably will do that sometime soon. Sometime soon. Don't know when. But sometime soon, I'll definitely put my email somewhere. Good lord. Anyways, Asta would immediately use Magnet Magic, Damned Punk, and then the deep, guttural, like, initial blast, boom, and then just tearing through the landscape. Longus could see this, like telling Seke to stop and having his magic absorb all this, destroying like the initial like the actual like beam. Like it could have just killed him, just outright bye bye to him. But luckily, Longus stopped him. Luckily, like very luckily. But anyways, oh, I should probably add Moon Knight to the Deku list. Yes, when I make a video about the wheel, about all these ideas, probably tomorrow. They'll probably be out tomorrow. Okay, I mean, or Tuesday. What is today? The 28th. The 29th. Right. The 29th will be when the wheel is spun. Just put in your ideas quickly. I might give you actually, I might give you a couple days, honestly. Might give you a couple days. Maybe like Saturday. May like something. May something. I don't know the days. But anyways. Okay. And so Longus and Seke would keep on going. And Asta would say, "There you are." And he would get on his sword, already pre-made, by the way, and just going faster, going towards Seke. And uh, Zora, actually, would say to Mimosa, and he would say, uh, hold on. How annoying. Okay, this is basically it. I know this is kinda sounds more like, Inosuke, but I don't care. It's the best. I forgot how to do my initial, like, actual impression of Zora. Good Lord. Water scared me. Anyways, after doing the big bang attack, right? Or the damned punk, and flying even towards Longus, he would grab his sword, jump off, bring it overhand, and use Great Divider to send the what are they called? The prongs. Yeah, sending the prongs flying towards Longus, towards Seke, right? Which wouldn't work. The magic just Longus's spatial magic would just take him out. Just obliterate him. And Asta would say, "Forgot about that. Doesn't matter. Magic rebellion." Um, whatever it was, I forget. Okay, this is why I say I need something. I need to write down how this actually works, because if I don't, I never remember anything. I don't remember how like most of these things actually work or look. Like some are very like clear. Gold Chain's quite clear on how it works. Iron Maiden is quite simple. Uh, Northern Rampart and Southern Rampage, I feel like are quite clear. But anyways, nothing enough about that. Uh, After that, would you Asta would use Rebellion, just or however it goes. I forget, okay? It's been a couple of weeks since I used it, so, not I, but Asta's used it, so I can't remember on how it goes. Oh god, I'm gonna get I'm gonna get copyrighted. Please don't. I think that's how I got copyrighted most of the time. Anyways, you need to listen up. Anyways, sorry, I got distracted. So, Asta would use Silver Vector, the silver flints like barbs would come flying through, right? And then Asta would use Southern Rampage, and just a bunch of junk would be thrown at uh Longus. And this would just using these moves and Asta dodging like Longris's attacks is mostly how this fight would go for a long time. Until Longris started using bigger blasts of it. And also started getting crazier. I mean, he would start to glow, an ominous color, bigger blasts, more magical power. Asta's, well, already, I mean, not a lot of people knew he had like a missing arm. I mean, it was quite clear he did have a metal arm, but like made from like how a kid does in the anime or manga, well, in One Piece basically. Basically how that like that. They just expected it to be like his arm underneath. No, it's gone. His arm is gone. So a big blast would like just take out Asta's like already destroyed arm, and Longus would say, "What are you gonna do now, missing an arm? Huh? What are you gonna do now? Can't do much." And Asta would say, "Oh, I can do a lot more than you think. With my already missing arm. You didn't do that, by the way. So you might not want to put yourself so high on level." And Asta would use magic, Silva's reckoning. Quite a quite a quite a name you got there. Sorry, throat was starting to hurt, so I took a drink of water. You all understand. Anyways, oh god, my voice is crazy, dude. I may not be attractive, but my voice is certainly can be certainly attractive. No, I'm joking. I'm not that self-confident. I mean, I legit just called myself unattractive. Like, the least self-confident guy on YouTube. Right here, boys. Right here. I'm joking. I guarantee there's way more. I'm just not self-confident in things. Anyways, after us, well, the Silver's Reckoning would look quite interesting, to say the least. Um, very interesting. It's an eagle with horns, like bull horns, and its tail feathers would look like spears or a lance, actually. Talons would be more jagged. Its legs would have spikes. There would be spikes going along its back. As it would open its beak, this You ever hear metal scratch metal? Sorry about the cows if you can hear that. But if you've ever heard metal scratching metal, that's what would be coming out of this like thing's mouth. Like that noise exactly would be coming out of it. And Asta would say, I was hoping to save this spell until I met my older brother again, or met my mother's killer. But yet, I guess not. Guess your worthless life will do. This monstrosity of a bird would fly around, and the lances of like the tail feathers would start to fall. The lances would go straight down. The feathers, the talons would start to detach and just fall and fall. Just a little by little, the entire eagle would be falling on top of Loch Ness? Until the horns would fall with the beak and the rest of the feathers, or feathers with quotation marks, would fall as well into this metal rain. Well, very dangerous rain, to be honest with you. And Asta would say, "You might want to watch your head," as he would back up into his Iron Maiden, and then Loudness would look up, and he would be covered in metal, scratching him, just going into him. And Asta would say, well, as he would exit the Iron Maiden, he would say, "Good riddance." Now, the fight. Not gonna happen actually, because in real, it took it too far, and not too far, but they used a lot of magic power, so they can't fight. Um, so yeah, that's where I'm gonna end it. So basically, what I'm saying is, Asta won. Asta's team won. Oh yeah, by the way, Zora and Mimosa got destroyed the thing. Okay, I just want to point that out there because I didn't go over to them at all. I just stayed with Asta. So yeah. Thank you all for watching once again, and yeah, if you have any what if ideas, like any of them, I also plan to do Naofumi what ifs in the future at some point. So put those ideas down in the description below. I might switch Naruto out at some point, probably after this next Naruto what if. I'll be switching him out for a little bit, and going into Naofumi what ifs. Okay, so after the next what if, my next Naruto what if, not this one I'm on already, but the next one, I will be replacing him, well, Naruto what if, with Naofumi what ifs, uh, up to where the anime is, by the way. I only do anime, the anime exclusive, because that's what a lot of people watch. Um, I know, manga enjoyers. I'm sorry. But anyways, hope you all enjoyed this. And yeah, I hope to see you on the next one. Bye. Well, not yet, but you want to know. I end videos like on this screen because it's fun. I don't know. Hope you all enjoyed. Once again. Oh yeah, special announcement for the ones that actually stayed until the end of the video. Uh, uh, if you all like D&D, I made the next episode of Classes, my new series about D&D classes, will be up next month in the middle month, like 17th area of, well, May 17th in that area, maybe. And it's gonna be about rogues, maybe. I'm still mixing between two classes, okay? Still mixing between two classes. So, yeah. Bye. Bye now. Bye bye.